Alright, and we're rolling. PhillyInfluencer.com. I'm your man, Sean Brace. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for the support, all that good stuff. If you like what you hear, what you see, depends which way you're catching it tonight, please retweet it, share it, tell the people that I'm back, whatever. Thank you very much. Lots to get into. Story of the day today. Bruce is now Caitlyn. Vanity Fair finally came out. Bruce Jenner. Gotta give my thoughts on that because I'm one of these guys that just, I don't know, that whole machine. And I don't, hey, look, I want everybody to be happy in life, but I'm sorry, you can't just turn your head to the whole Kardashian machine. So have some thoughts on that. I want to know where you stand on that. Charles Barkley, anytime he grabs the microphone, has an opportunity to speak on anybody's radio show, you know he's going to say something crazy. I kind of agree with him. It's about Johnny Manziel and what happened over the weekend with him, so we got to get into that. And we're going to finish up with the rules of the DVR, the social media. Are you able to talk about Game of Thrones after it happens 24 hours ago? You should see some of the reactions that I got on Twitter today, just because of posting a picture of that crazy looking man. If you caught Game of Thrones last night, you know damn well they won the weekend. That's right, it's Monday. Who won the weekend? Game of Thrones. So we'll finish with that. But let's kick things off with Bruce Jenner. Vanity Fair magazine, this month's edition, comes out about 3 o'clock. We all know it was coming, and it happened today. Bruce comes out as Caitlyn Jenner. Fires up the Twitter machine. Immediately, 1.4 million followers in less than 24 hours. Caitlyn Jenner locks up on Twitter. Pretty crazy. She tweeted the following. I'm going to call her she. I mean, that's what she wants to be done. That's what she wants to be known as. But I'm going to call her her. You know, I mean, I have no problem with this. I'm just looking at like one eye open. All right, let's see how this plays out. I was never keeping up with the Kardashians type of guy. But I'm definitely going to check out Bruce Jenner's show. Oh, by the way, he's got a show coming up. I don't know if you know about this, on E! So I'm looking forward to catching that with my girlfriend because it's always entertaining when we sit down, we're able to watch this together. But she tweeted the following. That's right, I'm so happy after such a long struggle to be living my true self. Welcome to the world, Caitlyn. Can't wait for you to get to know her/me. I think it's great. I want everybody to be happy. I think we're all on the same page with that. But if you're like me, like I said, you can't just turn a blind eye to the last 15 years of the Kardashian machine that we're all a part of. That's right. Kris Jenner, the mother, she's been running this team on the top. They've been #1 for how long right now? Making millions and millions and millions of dollars. For crying out loud, she pimped out her daughter, Kim, for a sex tape. We all know how that played out. And now they got another 17-year-old daughter, and they're pimping her out. And it's ridiculous because I'm scratching my head going, she's 17. I can't be looking at that. Move it away. But that's part of the Kardashian machine. They don't pay no mind to any of that stuff. So Bruce comes out today as Caitlyn Jenner, and I think it's great. I'm happy. I hope that everybody's happy, everybody involved. That's great. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm just looking at it like, I don't know. You know, there are people out there like myself that are just saying, well, he's coming out, and he did a 2-hour interview with Diane Sawyer, and he said, no, I've been feeling... I've been confused. That's what he said. I believe he said, I've been confused even when he was winning gold medals in the '76 Olympics. That's right. He said he was confused. He didn't know at that point in time. He didn't know what he was. So here it is, 2015. He's 65 years old. He wants to finish up his life on God's green earth at this point in time as a female. And like I said, go for it. I'm just saying that the whole Kardashian machine is a part of this. And like I said, oh, by the way, he's got a TV show coming up. Man, that PR keeps on moving and moving and moving for that family. ESPN came out today and said that he will win the Arthur Ashe Award for the ESPY. So ratings going up with that one, but I think that's a good call by them. Why not hand him that award? I think he deserves that, or she deserves that. Excuse me, Caitlyn Jenner. It's gonna take a little while for us to get accustomed to calling him her. That's for sure. But we'll see how this plays out. I'm looking forward to the show. I'll definitely tune in for a little Caitlyn Jenner action on E! Moving on. If I may, over the weekend, Johnny Manziel attended the Byron Nelson, I believe, golf tournament in Texas, and it was a pretty good tournament. I actually watched a little bit over the weekend as well. But Johnny Manziel went to rehab for 10 weeks. We all know about his troubles. He is a little bit of a loose cannon. You would like to think that that's all going to be in the past right now. He's going to replace the yam-yams that he's been running with his whole life. What was this? It was Cousin Nate. Nate was in charge of everything. That's right, Cousin Nate. Move him out. Get some real people. Like I said, the importance of PR with what's happening with Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner wrapped up in one right there. That's what Johnny Manziel needs. He needs some aces on his staff. Get rid of these yam-yams you've been running with, because they did you wrong again. Over the weekend at the golf tournament, Johnny Manziel comes out and says that he was being harassed for over 2 hours, all right, by this one 18-year-old punk, apparently to Johnny Manziel. That's what he said. For 2 hours, this guy was harassing him about getting an autograph or taking shots at him or something along those lines. How do you not have somebody in your crew that walks up to him and says, dude, you made your point, now do us a favor, walk on. Walk away or it's going to get ugly. All right? I mean, come on. How do you not get this guy away in the first 15 minutes? Granted, yeah, if stuff did go down, it would have made headlines too, but it ends up Johnny Manziel fires a water bottle at this guy, and I'm reading things like, oh, he didn't. The 18-year-old did not press charges because Johnny Manziel threw the water bottle at him. I mean, that's just ridiculous to me. So somebody in that crew's got to step up. But the funny part from all of this comes up today. Charles Barkley hops on with Colin Cowherd and says 10% of sports fans he would like to take them behind the garage and shoot them. Now Charles has said that before, as a matter of fact. I've heard him say that a couple times, to tell you the truth. 10%, I don't know, Charles, but you go out there, man, and you hop on those airwaves and you don't hold back. I kind of respect that, but I'm not really scratching my head and wondering why you're not getting an NBA GM job. That's for sure, because you cannot talk like that and hold down that position. You represent those franchises. So I think Charles is comfortable with the fact that he will never be a general manager in the NBA. He's okay with that. That's why he just re-upped with TNT for a number of years. So we don't want to lose Charles on that side of things. We want him to keep continuing to speak his mind. I just think that's pretty funny. Johnny Manziel, come on, man. You got to get new friends already. Uncle Nate, get rid of him. See ya. My goodness. 10 weeks in rehab. It said he wasn't drinking. That's a good thing. I mean, we're all pulling for the kid at this point in time, right? I thought so at least. But then he's firing water bottles at 18-year-olds. No idea. Finally, we're going to close up with this one because I'm scratching my head. On Twitter, some people were taking some shots at me because I posted a picture of last night Game of Thrones episode of like that warlord comes down, you know, the guy that was at the shore, at the edge of the water, and apparently the crawlers, they can't go into the water. If you watch Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. But I just want to get to this for all the people that watched shows on DVR or whatever it may be, you know, people that are talking about ruining them. I don't understand that. It's on you. I get that we're not even at 24 hours of the episode that aired last night. I understand that. But if you're on social media, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, you're going to find something that's going to lead you down the road of like what happened last night in last night's show. You got to stay off of social media. That's not on me. That's not on everybody else. So I'm curious, what are the rules and regulations? What's the protocol as far as DVRing shows and then talking about them on social media the following day? Because I was hyped after that Game of Thrones episode. I really thought that was a great episode. We'll give it a couple days before before I start really diving into the details. But I'm always up for hearing people's thoughts on Game of Thrones, please. But the protocol. I mean, I thought dudes were out of line. And first of all, it was just a picture. I just drew up a picture. And the guy's like, man, what are you doing? Putting up spoilers. If you could figure out what happened in that episode because of that one picture, then my goodness. Like I said, no reason for you to be on social media. So stop all that. But please, hit it up at the bottom. Leave a comment. Tweet at me, at Sean_Brace, or on Facebook. And like I said, the comment section is live and well on PhillyInfluencer.com. Leave your thoughts on all three of those topics. Are you skeptical about Caitlyn Jenner maybe doing this because of the new TV show? Some people out there, trust me, there are some people out there. Johnny Manziel, is this guy going to figure it out? Or are you like me saying, hey man, if you don't get new friends, you're always going to be behind the 8 ball, no pun intended on that one. And finally, the rules and regulations on DVR'd shows. How should we go about it? Are you able to talk about it the next day on social media? I think so. For PhillyInfluencer.com, I'm Sean Brace. I'll talk to you tomorrow.